Good afternoon. I'm Tony Trabert, and with me is John Newcomb. We're minutes away from the Grand Prix finals between McEnroe and Lendl, and it's the culmination of a great year in men's tennis, Nuke, 1982.
1982 was a super year for tennis, Tony. On the Grand Prix circuit, there were 84 tournaments played in 29 countries around the world. And the top 12 point getters from those tournaments have come here to Madison Square Garden, where during this last week they've been having a showdown.
They've changed the format. It used to be a round robin, but there were some questions, some controversy, because some of the players were able to dump matches and still get to the semifinals. It's now an elimination tournament. We're eliminated down to two, McEnroe and Lendl. We'd like to show you the points that the seeded players won during 1982. Connors with 33.55, Vilas is second, Lendl third, and McEnroe fourth, and that's how they were seeded. In McEnroe's half of the draw, he got to the semifinals against Vilas. They played a fairly easy match for McEnroe, 6-3, 6-3. This is a point from that match with Vilas serving in the near court.
In 1982, McEnroe started off slowly. He had a couple of injuries early in the year, and one thing that hurt his game was his mobility around the court. It's a different story this year. His mobility around the court is as good as it ever has been.
He's also been taking the ball earlier, taking it on the rise. He's been hitting it with more pace. It's worked very well for him so far.
Take a look at this shot.
And shots like that helped John McEnroe get into the finals. In the other half of the draw, Jimmy Connors got to the semifinals against Ivan Lendl. It was a big matchup of big hitters. It turned out Ivan Lendl was just too strong. Here's Connors serving.
These two players met in the 1982 U.S. Open final. That time it was Connors in 4 sets. Yesterday, it was a different story.
Passing shots like that were just too much for Jimmy Connors, and Ivan Lendl advanced easily to the finals. Nuke, I've got to ask you the question. We have Ivan Lendl, a big hitter, against John McEnroe. McEnroe's lost the last 6 matches he's played to Lendl. What do you think we can see this afternoon?
Well, Tony, as you say, in the last 18 months, 6 times in big matches, Lendl has beaten McEnroe. So far, McEnroe has not been able to come up with an answer. I keep waiting for him to show me some different tactics, but it appears that in each match, he tries the serve volley routine that he does against everybody else. Lendl passes him a few times. He gets a little shaky, starts to stay back. And the other important thing is that Lendl returns McEnroe's serve exceptionally well.
They say that whoever returns serves the best and serves the best will win this match. It's the best of 5 sets. We'll be back after this commercial message. As McEnroe's serve goes, so goes his game. Not a bad first point.
Oh, if that's going to be an indication of what we're going to see, I think McEnroe's in for a bit of trouble, because the longer the rallies go on, the edge has to move to Lendl. That type of game is more to his liking. It was interesting in that first rally, though, to see how McEnroe kept trying to change up slices, top spins.
He also went into Lendl's forehand a few times on purpose, which he didn't do last year at the Open and lost. And I think he saw that Connors did do that successfully in the finals.
But if you're going to go to Lendl's forehand, you've got to go there hard, and you have to hit very close to the lines. You can't give him any breathing room. That forehand is lethal.
Out.
That's a great start.
just wide. Nuke, that little slice backhand that McEnroe hits, I think is one of the shots that gets him in trouble against a player like Lendl. Doesn't have much pace, frequently doesn't go very deep. That's out, and it's double break point for Lendl in the first game of this match. 15-14. Again, a reminder, this is the best 3 out of 5 sets. All the other matches were 2 out of 3. And a throw shot by McEnroe. Lendl is broken and leads 1-love first set. We have some very startling news we want to pass on to you as soon as we get a chance. We have just heard unofficially that Bjorn Borg has announced his retirement from competitive tennis. Now, again, it is unofficial. We have gotten it from a reasonably reliable source that he has made that announcement. And if so, of course, that puts this match in greater perspective. We'll touch on that in a minute. Lendl has only lost his serve once in this entire tournament. Nuke, these players have played a lot of big tournaments. Do you think they're nervous?
I think they're both nervous right now. I thought McEnroe started off exceptionally nervous, and you could see Lendl take a deep breath, shrug his shoulders. This is the start of it's the end of a year, but it's really the start of a year for them. Looked as if it was going out the whole way. A little bit of topspin, a little bit of extra topspin it had on it. Just brought it down.